#1 Duke taking on San Diego State in the Maui Classic. Early first half, Zion Williamson setting up his boy R.J. Barrett.
Shout out to my former associate head coach, Brian Dutcher, who's now the head coach of the San Diego State Aztecs. We talked about making the Duke three-point shot a perimeter mandatory thing that they got done in the first half. Well, they did it, Laura.
They have
9.
so many people who can do it. That was Cam Reddish there with the three-pointer. Second half, Duke up by 19. Reddish getting it to go in somehow there. He had 16 points. It was pedestrian for Zion, but not that.
I have advice for NBA general managers, fan bases. Stop trying for Zion. You want this guy to be the #1 overall pick playing in your market. He will be selling a lot of jerseys and tickets.
Okay, Zion just continues to be incredible. I mean, look, he's shooting 82.1%. A lot of it is actually with dunks and layups because he doesn't even have to do it otherwise. He had a relatively pedestrian night, but still, they made San Diego State look like they didn't even belong on that same court. Is it too early to be putting this team where we're already putting them in this, like, upper echelon of greatness?
I don't think it's too early because every time the Duke Blue Devils take the floor, it's going to be must-see TV. Collegiate basketball now has a villain again. In the Duke Blue Devils, they're playing the one-and-done game, something that Coach K initially did not embrace. Coach Cal, however, did. Now that he's doing it, and he's the best coach of the modern-day era, you see players like Cam Reddish knocking down shots, playing well on defense. R.J. Barrett, who led the team in scoring. The Duke Blue Devils have won 4 straight games by 20-plus points, and it's been must-see TV.
Okay, another thing that's important, too, is they're at this Maui Gym Maui Invitational, which does allow them to get even more playing time together in a tournament setting, more time together as a team. If you're facing off against this team, how do you prepare for them?
You got to keep them perimeter-oriented, like I mentioned. You know that Zion is going to be a terrific finisher at the basket, and good luck with trying to take a charge on that guy. But you got to play the percentages. So if he's shooting 80% from the floor, that means that most of those shots are within 12 and 15 feet.
Yeah.
So you got to find a way to play a little zone, play a little mind game with them, not turn the basketball over, not allow them to get out in transition, and see if you can keep the game close. Now, I promise you, Auburn's going to do that. Bruce Pearl is going to press Duke. Yeah. So tomorrow we might be having a different conversation about the greatness of the Duke Blue Devils because of the style that they're going to face versus Auburn tonight.